Hey, beautiful people. I pray that you guys are blessed and highly favored. It is so good to be back with you guys, and I have a very hot topic. You don't want to go nowhere. Trust me, okay? So, if you don't know, my name is Kenisha Brookring, and this is Grace Swap Family. I'm usually here with me and my husband. If you don't see me, you'll see my husband, or we'll be together. We have not done a sit down together video for time, but hopefully we'll get around to that. Family life has changed, and so I'm here, he's gone. He's here, I'm gone. So hopefully we'll get a video too with me and him sitting down talking to you guys. We are over on YouTube, Facebook. I am on Instagram. We have a Graceful Family page on Instagram and my personal page. So guys, let's jump into this video because you guys know that I'm doing a series. Today we're diverting from that series, but this video definitely gets into the same topic of marriage and keeping your marriage strong as the years pass. I'm answering a question or a suggestion or a complaint. Can calm down. A complaint. Okay. Now, first of all, let me say, it's glory be to Almighty God that I'm here. Glory be to the Almighty God that Kenisha is still here in her marriage, that Richard is still here in his marriage. We know that God's hand is upon this marriage, but also we had to do our parts as individuals and as married couples. Okay. Now, first of all, let me get into the first topic, which is basically, why don't good marriages work? And please, I emphasize good, okay? I'm not talking about abusive marriages. I'm not talking about just dysfunctional marriages, even though I do feel like good people can have dysfunctional marriages. I consider me and Richard as good people who had to dig through our dysfunctional ways and had to work towards better, work towards change, and work towards throwing away the bad behaviors that we learned as children and adolescents and becoming adults, learning the better way, learning the right way to communicate, to say how we're feeling without acting mad, and to treat each other accordingly, like treat each other right. I honestly feel like there's a lot of good people with good marriages who sadly end up divorcing or separating. And one thing that I would say is that, one, we were not taught as young people, as children, how to be in a healthy relationship and how to maintain a relationship. And two, religious Black people, we are missing a whole picture. Even though the Bible is very clear, we read the Bible blinded, we read the Bible zealous, but without knowledge and wisdom and without the application of the truth. And three, ignorance, the lack of reading, the lack of learning, the lack of seeking the truth. I believe, as someone who was once very religious, the truth for religious people is just in the Bible. You don't read anything else but the Bible. However, because of that, we lack so much knowledge, and we don't pick up a book on marriage. We don't pick up a book on emotions. We don't pick up a book on feelings. We don't pick up a book on finances. The things that we genuinely will struggle with in our marriage, we refuse to learn. We refuse to learn, or we are ignorant to learning. So one, I feel like good marriages fail or do not reach the height of success, love, and passion that it could reach because of lack of knowledge, especially the Christian marriage. We only go to the Bible, we only go to prayer, which I definitely stand on. But also the Bible talks about wisdom. The Bible talks about knowledge. It says, seek the knowledge. It says, my people perish because of lack of knowledge. And we think the knowledge is just in the Bible. We refuse to pick up a book. We refuse to do a course. We refuse to get mentored and counseled in the areas that we are struggling in. And I'm speaking of someone who was very guilty of that and had to learn the hard way, had to get to rock bottom before I start finding mentors, before I start finding counselors, before I start doing courses and becoming a radical bookworm. Okay. And I found that doing these things, gaining the knowledge, gaining the understanding, and implementing it, doing it while still praying, while still fasting, while still trusting in God, while still looking to God, while still depending on God, there will be a drastic, I mean a big turnaround. Okay, huge turnaround. Now, I just wanted to throw that cookie into this video, but this video isn't about that. Ladies, come on in. If you have a friend, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, because I got the juice, as I would say to my twin sister. Anyways, big up to my twin sister. Beat up your chest, be a bit, beat up your chest. This necklace was a gift from my twin sister, and I've been a bad twin sister because I've not gotten her a gift as yet. She got me this on our birthday, April the 13th, and your girl gotta fix that. I'm coming hot, okay? But yes, it's so beautiful. But anyways, beat up your chest, my twin sister. Baby, guys, listen, let me just tell y'all something right now. Me and my husband's in a place right now where I will marry this man in every galaxy, every what do you call it? Every phase of life. If there's afterlife, I know they say there's no marriage in heaven, but God, you're gonna have to make me marry my husband again, okay? I will marry this man in any world, and that's where our marriage is right now. And as you know, I'm quite straight with you guys. There have been times in our past where I wanted a divorce badly. I didn't think we can do this, but as I said previously in this video, because we are now using the tools that God gave us, God gave us, which is learning. God has given us a gift in our head, which is called a brain. And as long as your brain is functional, right? Learning. When there's two people together who are willing to work together to make something happen, whether that's marriage, whether that's business, the Bible says it's where 2 or 3 are in accord. Okay, when 2 or 3 come together, standing in accord, there's nothing these people cannot do. Nothing. And I believe there's nothing when a house is standing together and they're not fighting against one another, there is nothing that house cannot do. And I'm a witness testimony to that. Our marriage is definitely in that place. But ladies, get in here. Get in here. Ladies, get in here. Because I'm going to talk to my sisters. Today. I seriously am. And what I'm teaching you guys today is, one, what I've learned in marriage, being in a relationship for 8 years, the longest I've ever been, and being married for 7 years. It has been rough, y'all. Like, it has been rough. But I feel greatly that coming up, our 7th anniversary has passed. It was August the 15th. But I seriously feel coming up to our anniversary, I realized that our marriage took a shift where we were in a different space mentally, emotionally. We were in a different space financially. We were in a different space as a whole, right? And I thank God for that, because we've been through so much and I really didn't think we would be here. I really didn't think that. But to be here and be saying, you know what, wow, we're in a good place, things are much better as a whole, our life is shifting or has shifted for better. I feel like I'm the one to say it. Like, I'm called to talk about this, y'all. I'm called, okay? And we going to talk about this. We're going to talk about this, okay? So anyways, this conversation is, I keep my notes in my phone. This conversation is pertaining and aiming at good people. I want to stress the word good. Good people who are in relationship, engaged, married, and who are working together to better their marriage and their relationship. The reason why I say good people, but I'm going to say it. I honestly feel like some people genuinely good, some good people genuinely marry monsters, or end up in relationship with people who are not for them. And it's absolutely sad, because what I've learned about marriage is teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work, y'all. Teamwork makes the dream work. It's a teamwork. And if you're with someone who you just cannot get along, you cannot agree, you just cannot see eye to eye, ever. I mean, never. It can be difficult. But at the same time, I don't ever feel me and Richard were monsters or ever at each other or not having good intention for each other. But we just had really bad behaviors that we had to address and had to work on to become better individually. And when you are better individually, you will become better as a whole when it comes to your marriage. So I think I need to do a video on a good man, what a good man is, and what a good woman is. But because I'm speaking to my ladies concerning how to take care of a good man, I want to stress that a good man is someone who is still pursuing you, is still after you, is still after his family, who's still working hard to take care of his family, who's still trying to get you, trying to take care of you emotionally, mentally, sexually, financially, as a whole, really looking after you. Okay, not good in some areas and then slack on a whole man. I'm talking about a whole man. And I know that sometimes we can meet our husbands in a stage where they're not men as yet. They've not put away the childish things as yet. But as long as he's growing, as long as he's learning, as long as he's willing to hear and to do. And that's one thing that I loved and still love about Richard. Once we have that conversation about, you know what, babe, I really don't like this, or I really wish you will help in this area, or whatever, he is on it. He's on it. Like, he's ready to adjust. He's ready to make my life easier as I am ready to make his life easier. And as I said, we're in a place where life is better. But let's get into this video really. So let's get into what I want my ladies to know as you are in a relationship. And please, I'm talking about marital. I'm getting so much video idea. And the reason why I'm talking about marital, I'm just gonna give you a little quickie here. Being a mother before I met my husband, I became a mother of three from three different baby fathers. God help me. I don't know where this video is going, Jesus, but help me, Lord. Help me. So I became a mother at the age of 18, fell pregnant at 17, was near my 18th birthday. I fell pregnant at 17. Then again at 18, 19, and then again at 23. Clearly, I was a goat. My first baby father was a Black Jamaican. I'm going somewhere with this. After our relationship, which was very violent and we were young, but the relationship was bad. In the beginning, it was nice, it was good, it was smooth, but it just turned for the worse, very violent, very toxic, very bad. Can't even get there. But I said to myself, I will never again date a Black man. Never. I had a baby for him. My first baby, my angel, Utam. And then my 3 pregnancy, I did not plan them. I was just living my very worldly, what's that word? I was just living a very free lifestyle, no boundaries, no restrictions, no thought to my life. Just doing what I want when I want, no thoughts. But mostly looking for someone to love me, though I didn't know what love was. I ended up with a white man, blue eyes, blonde hair when we met. He's ginger now, I don't know how, but anyways, and I ended up having my second child for him. After him, I was like, I will never date a white man, ever. My third baby daddy was a mixed man, white and Indian. And I ended up having a child for him. After him, I realized it was never them. It was never them. All along, it was me. And I had to look within and think, Ken, why are you attracting these kind of relationship? All 3 of these men were different skin tone, different ethnicity, different culture, different background, but exactly the same people in different bodies. Why did you attract these men? There's no possible way it's them. No, the common denominator out of these relationships were me. And so my third relationship, my third separation, my third pregnancy hit me hard. I actually became suicidal. That's where my book came from, my pain, which is called Suicide or Jesus Christ. It hit me hard because for the first time in my life at 24, when he left me again, my son was 4 months. I was like, Ken, it's not them. It is you. And that broke me to know that I was attracting these kind of grown boys. And I had to realize that I was a grown girl. I was a child. And I needed to grow up in order to attract differently. Why did I get into that conversation, Ken? Because when I'm having this conversation, I'm talking to grown-ups, or I'm talking to people who are ready to look within themselves and identify that they need to change. They need to change their lifestyle. Like I did when I was 24. I was like, I need to stop going around having sex with men and expect a husband. I need to stop going around drinking and partying and expect to find a good man. I need to stop going around with all these bad crowd, bad influences and watching all these mad stuff and expect to become on top, which is why I went to study. psychology and counseling, and that woke me up on a different level, which is why I believe God helped me through my cry to him to stop having sex and to stop going around and be isolated for a time and figure Ken out. Who are you, Kenisha? Who are you? What do you like? What don't you like? What boundaries do you need to put in place? And I feel like by reading, by watching these people such as TD Jakes, Juanita, and all these people who are speaking life into God's people, who are opening our mindset and really making us think, really helped me. And I'm speaking to people who are ready to grow up or who are grown. I'm speaking to you. I'm speaking to people who are not in a relationship 2-3 years and still giving away marriage vibes, wifey stuff, and he ain't put no ring on it yet. I ain't talking to you. When you're ready to fix up, come back to this video. But I'm speaking to women who put their values down and be like, I ain't having it like I had to do. But I had to say, I ain't having sex with you. I'm looking for my husband. I'm looking for my husband. Yeah, the next person who this body lays on is going to be my husband. And I feel like when I clocked and I came to that mindset, my standards and my values went from 0 to went up there. And so you need to start putting value on yourself and telling yourself who you are. You know, stop making society define us like they've done in these movies. And so we take on the concept of the movies or in the books that all we do is shake our ass. All we do is wear skimpy stuff. We're only good for our outside appearance, but we have nothing inside. We ain't that. We're divine. We are beautiful. We are queens. We are more valuable than they can ever imagine. We are gods. We are gods. We are. And we have to carry ourselves like our greatest and only God has designed us. Carry yourself with dignity. Carry yourself with pride. Carry yourself knowing that we are assigned for something and that we can't be out here acting like we don't have a calling, that the blood of Jesus wasn't shed for us because of how valuable God sees us. He made us in his image. So when he look at us, he sees himself. And how can a man hate himself but yet send his son to die? No, God loves himself. He's not like human beings. And so when he sees us, he loves us because he sees himself, right? And so you're walking around with God in you and you're treating yourself like rubbish. But when you see yourself as a child of God, you treat yourself and you see yourself different. You look at yourself and be in love with you. I'm sorry, guys. I've not even touched what I wanted to tell you, but wake up. The first thing that I want to tell my ladies, what I've learned in this 8-year relationship, is appearance matters. Appearance and hygiene matters. Now, I thank God for a Jamaican mother who would whoop your backside if you have a scent to you. To her, that's disrespectful. And you get a good arson. Because it taught me to be aware of what I need to do to keep myself smelling well. And when you're married and someone's always in your space and always in your face, it is important to keep yourself together. Now, no one taught me this. I had to learn this. when you get married and after a while you get content and comfortable, which I advise you not to. Always be on point, always be on your toes, always be on edge. Yes, that person's going to become your best friend, but be respectable to your best friend by keeping your appearance up, ladies. Keeping your appearance up, keeping your hygiene up. A routine that I've gotten into is waking up, going straight to brush my teeth, going straight to have a wash, and going straight to put on something nice, even if it's house clothing, but make sure that when my husband look at me, I look presentable. Okay? And I'm not saying makeup and stuff like that. Brush your hair. Go wash the matter out of your eyes. Go wash your face. Go and wash your body. Right? Spray some sprays on yourself. Put on your roll-on. Take care of yourself. Take care of your appearance. Especially those who have men who goes out to work. Understand that women are beautiful. So your man is going to be seeing beautiful women every day throughout the day. And then he's going to come home to you. Could you imagine being outside, seeing all these beautiful women, and then come home to somebody who smells and just look sluggy and sloppy? Now, let's have balance, okay? Let's have balance. As a mother, as someone who's studied and worked while being a wife, it can get tiring, and it can get hard. Not every day you're gonna look like a Barbie doll. Yeah? I have some hard days where Richard come home from work, and as I said, a good man. I'm talking to women who are with good men who can take care of their home, take care of their wife and their children. He'll come home from work, he'll know that I have had a stressful day because we've communicated, and he'll come home and be like, babe, going up, I have this. And he would do what I had to do throughout the day, but I didn't get to doing it because I've had a bad day, right? So we're gonna have bad days. That's normal. But what I'm saying, let it be a normal for you as well to take care of yourself, to take care of your hygiene, to take care of your appearance, because men are visual. We are more emotional word. You know, we can see a handsome man, but nothing about him move us because he doesn't know how to speak to us. He doesn't know how to take care of us. Those are those who are not carnal, okay, who just go off based on what they see. But there can be a man who's not that good looking, but the way he speak, the way he carry himself, the way he deal with us, it touches our heart. So take care of your hygiene, take care of yourself. Okay, and I'm giving you briefs because I feel like I talked a lot. The same way that you took care of yourself when you were single, do that while you're married. 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 year, 6 year. Do that same thing. Guys, there was a point that, let me touch on this, where I got into the church, and the church will make women, wives, let themselves go because of the things that they preach and the things that they teach. Yeah, they want you to cover up, look holy. Hey, in this world, learn to show some skin in your house. Learn to show some skin. Learn to wear something nice for your husband in your house, and even when you're going out. Now, I know my limits because my husband speak, we communicate, and he tell me what he don't like. I know my limits. I know my husband don't like no other man seen too much. So I know your limit, but dress well for your husband inside and outside, but even dress better when it comes to bedtime. Give him something to look at. Give him something to touch, and take care of yourself. Take care of your body. Eat healthily. Yeah, I'm a person, I love to go out and eat. I love going out and eat. But mostly, I've taught myself to eat well. Eat well. Yeah, eat well. If I'm not going out and eat at home, I'm a fruit person. I'm a healthy person, but I must go out and eat. I must. Yeah. So eat well. Take care of your body. Go for walks. Exercise. If you're not in the gym yet, go for walks. Take care of you. Okay? Because this is what's going to keep your man, who's a visual person, who's more of a physical person, attracted to you. Now, remember, we're talking about good men. Okay? Because you can do all this and that man will still go. So we're talking about good men, men who want to be there. Everything that I'm telling you right now, you can do and a man will still go. I'm talking about a man who wants to be there, who's committed to being there, who's committed to taking care of his family. Okay? Don't get me twisted. Let him know that you desire him sexually. Let him know that you're still attracted to him, and you can do this without even saying it by how you present yourself sexually. One thing that I feel is very important in marriage is talking about your sexual needs and being open and loving to both, to each other, because our sexual needs is going to be different. What I want might be different than what he wants, but being open that is who he is and this is who I am, and love each other how we are sexually, right? And be respectable to who we are sexually. Be willing to please each other sexually, because here's the thing: when you're married, you're the only one that can please that should please your spouse. And so make sure you guys are having these sexual conversations and pleasing each other sexually. But for my ladies, present yourself. Let him know that you are still attracted to him. See, when you go to bed, or I go, and when you look any way in the house, after a while, this man is gonna think you're not attracted to him, or you don't want him. Because when you want someone, think about when you're dating or when you were out there single. You put yourself together well to get what you want. You have to maintain what you have. Don't get too comfortable. Take care of yourself. Wash your hair. Wash your skin. Brush your teeth. Go and get a health check. Get your regular checkup. Take care of you. Stop giving your husband your 1% leftover. Oh, God. You mean you gave everything throughout the day, 100%, your children, your studies, your work, and then you expect to always give this man 1%. Oh, I'm tired. I don't feel well. Oh, I have cramp. Did you have cramp earlier when you were doing what you were doing? Learn to give your husband 100% of you when it's his time. As I said, I am a mother. I know it gets tiring. I know it gets too much. However, this is your husband. What I do, I let him know in advance, this is our day. It's Monday, okay, we have date night Friday. And I make sure that before Friday come, anything that I needed to do on that day is done, whether it's cleaning, whether it's cooking, whatever. And that is our day. Now, it all depends on how old your kids are, but find babysitters if you can. My kids, I have a 13-year-old and I have a 12-year-old. They're at a better age, but they were not always 13 and 12. Sometimes we had to find babysitters. Sometimes we didn't get it right. Sometimes I was giving him 0%. But I've learned that when it's his day, when it's his time, when it's our time, give 100% and do what you have to do to make sure you have energy that day, to make sure that you look your best that day, and to make sure that you're not going to give him 1% of you. When you give him 1% of you, what you're doing, you're leaving him vulnerable. When you're not taking care of yourself, when you're not looking your best most days, you're leaving him vulnerable to look, to seek, it somewhere else. Because yo, if I going home and my wife look a mess, I want to look at something else if I'm a visual person, right? So present yourself well. At home, going out, at night, present yourself well for your husband. And if you don't, I've learned, if you don't love me well, someone will. So know that if you don't love him well, someone will. Someone will. Learn to show him something. Show him something. Oh, we Christian, we holy. Yeah, we also human beings, and we physical, we flesh. So show him something. We ain't just spirit. We need to stimulate your husband. Stimulate him. If you don't stimulate him, trust me, somebody will. Somebody will. Trust me. And I had to learn this. I had to learn to keep myself presentable in my house. I had to learn to show something. Because if I don't, somebody will. Somebody. Not to say he's not a good man. He's a man. He's a man with eyes in his head. Yeah, not to say that he's not learning to discipline himself. He's learned what is respectful and what is disrespectful. However, he's still a man. It's very hard to use this word, but I'm going to use this word. And please watch the video before you jump. Submitting. Now, a lot of us, as I was a single mother before I met my husband. So I know what it means, that saying, to be a man and the dad and the mother. I don't want to be the dad and the mother. I'm sorry. I need a man. I need a man. I'm not like all these women out here who say I don't need a man. And honestly, I don't think they mean I don't need a man. I think they mean they don't need a grown boy. A boy that you have to do everything for anyways, because it's like he's not even there. It's like he's not even there. He's not providing, he's not protecting, he's not helping. Like, he's not doing anything. You're literally mothering him. That's what women are saying. They don't need a grown boy. But I need a man. I need a man. Single mother life is hard. I need a man. I need somebody who's going to step in and help me to walk in my feminine self. And when you've been a single mother and you've had to be the man and the woman, sometimes when you meet a good man, it's difficult to break out of those bad habits. When he want to buy something for you, you don't want him to. When he want to help you out, or when he's there to help you out, you can't ask. You don't know how to ask, or you don't know how to receive help, right? But we need to learn. We need to learn to receive help. What I mean by submitting, listen, a husband and a wife submits to each other, right? When I say submitting, I mean like stop arguing with your husband, which I had to learn, and learn how to say how you feel and speak what you want without fighting like children. I had to learn to be quiet, learn when to be quiet and when not to say nothing. I had to learn when to put the thing off, like put the conversation off until a better time. I had to learn that not every time he barked, I must bark back, because, as I said, I'm not that chick, right? And I had to learn to tell him what I don't like and what I like, and how he should speak to me even when he's upset. Allowing him to walk and move in his masculine without feminizing him, because he is a man, right? I had to learn these things. But because we are brought up in this world where us women, especially Black women, have to take on so much roles, we walk in our masculine more than our feminine. And sometimes when a masculine man come around, we don't know how to be feminine because we've been masculine all this time, right? And we have our guards up as well, because when we were feminine, many took advantage of us. And so we need to be careful who we are soft with, right? Those are our thinking, those are our mindset. But however, sometimes when we stay in our feminine and allow a man to be in his masculine, the balance, the communication, and the relationship get better, because now we are understanding each other's role, and we are walking in our masculine or our feminine respectfully, right? So I noticed that if my husband is upset and I bark back as a man, he gets more upset. But if he's upset and I speak out of a soft place, it's in the scripture, he calms down. And so even vice versa, if I'm upset and he come at me too masculine, it doesn't work. But if he come at me in a soft place, it softens me. And so we have to understand and learn how to speak to our husbands, and learn how they are, who they are, and learn when to speak, when not to speak, how to speak. And it's difficult when this is all you know, but it's a good thing to be aware of and start practicing and becoming better. The last one is to celebrate him. Like, celebrate your husband. As I said before, and I'm keep stressing, I'm talking about a good man who's for his family. Celebrate him, because I don't want to be a husband. I feel like being a husband, being a father is a difficult role. They have a lot to do. And when they start really walking in that role, we have to be able to, even before they get better, every little thing that they do, we have to start celebrating them so that they can want to do more and want to do better. And I'm learning, or I've learned, to celebrate my husband even with the little things, right? He's helped me out in the house. Or I used to be like, this your house, this your house. Aren't you supposed to be doing it? However, we know that there's some men who don't do nothing in the house. There's some adult boys who don't do nothing in the house. There's some adult boys who don't help with the children. And so when you have a good man who's helping in the house, helping with the children, even though for us, yes, that's their children, this is their house, yeah, they're supposed to still celebrate them, because what they're doing is helping us, and we need to show them that we are thankful and that we are appreciative of them being here and them even doing extra for us to help us out, right? So celebrate them with the little things and celebrate them with the big things. One thing I was saying to one of my girls, like, when Richard does something I don't like, I'm very vocal. Like, I let him know. And so when he does stuff that really pleases me, I need to also be even more vocal. I need to match that energy when I'm telling him something that I don't like or something that don't please me. I need to match that energy when he's doing his best. I need to let him know, babe, thank you. Babe, you're doing so great. Babe, I appreciate you, right? So there's a balance. He knows that I'm seeing him, and he knows that I'm appreciating what he's doing. The last one, guys, don't get upset with me. How you keep your home. Like, when me and Richard got together, he was more of like OCD clean, and being a mother of 3, I was used to mess, toys here, food there. And I think we used to usually hit head about that, and I'd be like, listen, we have kids. Like, we have kids. It's difficult to always be cleaning. And I noticed that he wouldn't go into a specific room in the house because it was messy. The kids' toys everywhere, a plate of food, a cup. And at first I didn't understand, because I'm thinking, we got kids. We have kids. Then when I started on my meditation journey and stuff like that, I learned the importance of a clear and clean area, right? And what it does to your state. And men, as I said, are very physical, like they're visual more than us. And so to be in a messy house or a messy room really bothered Richard more than it bothered me. Now I think I'm worse than him, where the house have to be clean. Like, I'm worse than him now. And so he really rubbed off on me in this area. But I think it's beneficial for him, it's beneficial for the kids, and it's beneficial for us. And so one thing that I do, I get up every morning with our kids, and we tidy the house together. Sometimes it's not even a deep clean, it's just picking up the little bits around the house. And before we go to bed, we make sure the house is clean. Some days we have deep cleaning days, and it's become a habit now. And I know that this is very important for my husband. And as a woman, when somebody comes to the house and the house is messy, they're not going to look at my husband. They're going to look at me, because we are keepers of our home, right? Same how if our well-being are not good, the finances is not well in this house, we can't pay bills and stuff, they're not going to look at me, they're going to look at my husband, right? So take the responsibility to keep your space clean, to keep your home clean. And I know sometimes it's difficult. Like, I feel like we clean almost every day, but for the peace of your husband and for the peace of your home, I recommend this. So these are the things that I've learned being married. I hope that it's helped you. Please share, like, and subscribe or follow, and tell me what you enjoyed from this video. God bless.